Hey there, my name is Dylan and this is Molly. Together we created Woodbrew, which is a YouTube channel that's dedicated to doing DIY home improvement style projects. Over the years we've created everything from furniture to wooden surfboards like in the back of this shot. That's our primary goal, is to show other people that they can do DIY projects as well. We've created just over 200 episodes over on YouTube, and hopefully we are inspiring many other DIYers to get started as well. Deciding to drop out of college and pursue this passion of ours of being a creator and being an entrepreneur comes with a lot of fear. And the number one fear I think that comes with that is just uncertainty. Not knowing whether or not social media is going to have a place forever. But the biggest thing that, I've learned, and the things that are most important, is to be diversified and to pivot constantly. So be following what is actually happening and also have your business in a lot of different places. So not just on YouTube is the most important thing to sort of mitigate that very real fear that you have as a creator.
We actually still struggle with managing our time to this day, but ever since we got married, we have been getting a little bit better at it because now we are on the same schedule. But for those really long computer days, which is most of the week, we have to set certain time limits on each task or each thing that we need to do so we don't jump around to different things and we can kind of focus better. I personally like to write down my to-do list so I can mark them off as I go. Then I can mentally remember and know what I need to do so I can prioritize my time accordingly.
My biggest piece of advice for those aspiring to be a creator would be make sure without a doubt that it's what you truly want to do. And I say that to say this one very real thing. When you become a creator, when you take that commitment, when you do that jump or that leap, if it is not something that you're extremely passionate about, and I see this a lot where people envy sort of the lifestyle that can come with it, being able to set your own times and doing things that you love to do. If you're not extremely passionate about the actual creating content part of it as well, you're gonna get burnt out really fast. So my biggest piece of advice would be to try the creating the content thing out first and really sort of find the part of the creation of the content that you enjoy the most and really dive headfirst into that. Don't try to do everything under the sun that you can the best you possibly can, because you'll just get burnt out. So it's really important to actually be passionate about the content. So whether you just find meaning behind it, you can say, you know what, shooting video is not my favorite thing in the world to do, but getting my message out to people is really important. So I am going to put aside the fact that I really don't enjoy sitting in front of a camera and dealing with the lighting setups and all those sorts of things, but it is necessary for me to get my message out. Burnout is a leading cause of creator failure for sure, because when you do the same things repetitively, pretty much anything you do is going to give you some burnout. The most important thing is to be consistent so that you're actually seeing results, because it is incredibly difficult to stay motivated and not get burnout if you're not actually seeing results. So if you're just doing the same thing over and over and over and you're still not seeing results, you're going to get burnt out. So it's important to actually take the time to really understand what works, what doesn't work, try new things, so that when you have these moments of success, it gives you the motivation to keep going, because burnout is terrible and I think everyone experiences it at some point. And the biggest thing is to always stay on a hinge and sort of pivot and be able to be flexible in those moments and really focus again on the stuff that you actually enjoy doing the most, because at least half of what you do on a day-to-day basis is probably not your favorite part of the job. So my biggest piece of advice for those facing burnout is to always sort of fall back on that original thing that gives you the passion for creating content.
Our best tip for working smarter, not harder, is to invest in programs. We spent way too long doing things the old way that took forever and that weren't the most efficient. So spend a little time and money on systems that work. We would recommend Retrieve for any and all creators wanting to create a guide for their audience. Firstly, do it for your audience so your knowledge is all in one place, but also for you as the creator to earn a passive income. You could be out to lunch one day and get an email saying that your guide is sold, and that is one of the best feelings.
So a lot of creators never create digital products because the actual creation part of it seems really daunting, but the team over at Retrieve was top-notch in helping us create our own digital product as well. We have some background doing it, but they did things in an entirely different and way more efficient way, and it was really awesome working with them. And they also helped us with the launch as well, giving us some different marketing tips to actually have a successful launch, one of which was like building up anticipation to the launch instead of just launching it and then never mentioning it again. So yeah, the team over at Retrieve did a lot of stuff like overnight, which is kind of crazy, and were extremely helpful in us getting our products set up and sold.